turnaround at Bed Bath & Beyond continued this past holiday season, despite challenges getting people into physical stores. But the street chose to overtook that turnaround on Bed Bath & Beyond's earnings day yesterday and put pressure on the stock amid guidance concerns. Bed Bath & Beyond CEO Mark Tritton joins us now. Mark, always good to speak with you. Let's start with the guidance because I think it remains top of mind with many folks on the street here. So your same-store sales overall up 5% in the most recent quarter. You hopped in the earnings call. You told folks that your sales were positive in December. Why that flat same-store sales guidance for the current quarter and the flat margin guidance?
Yeah, I think it was a really interesting and kind of challenging set of numbers because of the time of year and also the changes we've had to our overall enterprise banners as well as store closures. But you're absolutely right, Brian. Second quarter of consecutive comp growth, 2% overall in our enterprise and 5% in our core Bed Bath & Beyond banner. So really pleased with the sales, gross margin and EBITDA increases we've been looking at there. We did see, though, as Neela was just talking about before in the last call, some COVID headwinds really entering into that November period that did affect overall store traffic and therefore our results and ability to deliver. We're able to compensate for these with really great digital muscles and phenomenal overall kind of positive comp response. But we're just being conservative as we move forward. We're seeing some good early signs in January, but on our adjusted banner level, we're seeing good overall base growth.
I would say it's good that investors even got an outlook for Bed Bath & Beyond because before you arrived, that definitely wasn't the case. But within that guidance, let me just stay on the guidance real quick. Have you factored in any benefit from stimulus checks?
No, not at all. Again, that's always been late breaking news as we've looked at our numbers. And this new stimulus check came late. So we have not factored that into our results or any potential subsequent benefits that may be provided, which we would look forward to. So again, there could be upside there, but I think the COVID moment prevails. We want to remain conservative and we're happy with the results to date.
You know, Mark, obviously, because of COVID, and this reflects in your results, online sales have been up hugely. You know, buy online, pick up in store has been a big part, of what's happened at the company this year. But I want to talk about the in-store experience and how you've continued to change the layout in Bed and Baths. Local Bed and Bath that I was in a couple times in December, compared to when I remember going there to get my stuff for college. I mean, it feels like half the store is gone. I'm curious where you are at in kind of changing your mix in terms of the inventory you have and the layout of the store and how much more evolution you expect to do on that as we get through COVID in the next couple of years.
Yeah, a ton of work that's really coming down the pipe for 2021 as we remodel stores, over 150 in 2021. A plan to do 450 over the next 3 years. Really curating our assortment, introducing new own brands and reassorting, really decluttering the store. And the response from the customers in those stores has been tremendous. They actually think we have a higher and larger level of assortment because there's more clarity. And we've also doubled down on real clarity around price, value and value representation. We started doing this throughout 2020. We have great parity with our competitors at everyday prices. This is being recognized in our customer, both in-store, online, together. And so the omni always experience is commensurate. So big changes coming in terms of layout, signage, value representation, and the overall assortment that we're bringing to the table in 2021.
Mark, it's Julie here. To take a little bit of a step back, as you talked about your competitors, what is Bed Bath & Beyond at this point? Like, what do you think of as the brand's image? What do you want to be the brand's image? Where do you want it to sit amongst its competitors, both off and online at this point?
Yeah, well, let's start with the customer. The customer understands and loves this brand truly and sees it as an authority in the home space. And it's sort of in the title, definitely an authority in bed and bath, kitchen, storage and all, indoor decor. And so they're the areas that we're doubling down on. We really were more of a spray gun response before in terms of how we approached the total business. Doubling down and focusing on these areas brought us 11% comp growth in our 5 key categories during the third quarter. So really great results and good things lie ahead. So when you think about pricing, own brand, presentation, and the curation of assortment, those key areas will really sing strongly to make us an authority in the home space. and really make it easy for our customers to feel at home, whether it's buying online, picking up in store, whether it's visiting our store or buying online. Our Omni Always approach to be a true home authority is our key venture there. We want the same thing for our baby market with Bye Bye Baby.
Mark, March is shaping up to be a pretty important month for Bed Bath & Beyond. It's when you're starting to roll out a lot of your new owned brands, and you're no stranger to this own brand strategy. You did this while you were at Target. What should consumers expect, and what are the margins on products like that?
Well, we have, starting in March, a pagination of own brand rollouts throughout the year that really coincides with the resetting of our stores and our digital website in terms of curated assortment, room and category resets. The margin piece of it is always exceptionally higher. And what's been interesting in this space, Brian, is that Bed Bath & Beyond traditionally has only played in about 9 to 10% penetration in own brands, with a market where it was already at 23 to 25%. So we've got some catching up to do, but we know how to do that. We've done it before and we'll do it again. And really great things happening from March sequentially throughout 2021 and 2022.
I'm sure I will be seeing it in your stores. Bed Bath & Beyond CEO Mark Tritton, always good to catch up with you. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Julie.